Hi. So, yeah. Every thought is painful. Not everyone, every other one. Every other feeling is painful. Sometimes it comes in a wave and it's like, whoa. But I'm just trying to be aware of it, you know? Michael Singer, we're trying to get into the state of consciousness, like Michael Singer says, just being aware of all the feelings, not doing anything about them, which was always my problem before, right? I always tried to do something about them. And it totally, like I said last year, totally takes off the level of stress when you're trying to figure out what to do about them. But it's still, right here, it's just like here. Sorry, my mouth's a little dry. Keeps going, like, so there's something I wanted to say. So I'm becoming aware of just, because they're powerful, you know what I mean? Like, the fact is, you're walking around in a normal day, you're not really aware of the emotional state that you're in, because that's your normal emotional state, right? You don't really think of it as an emotion, but it is. You just don't know what it is because you're in it all the time. But all these feelings I'm having are giving me the opportunity to be aware of my feelings. Very aware as they come up, as they just do their thing, which I don't enjoy. But that's it. I'm gonna tell Robin I'm live. Sorry about that. So yeah, Robin is our resident. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that was like a stab in the eardrum. So, anyway. So I'm becoming aware of all these emotions because they're all there. So that's a good thing. And I'm also working on learning what it means to surrender. And I'm not sure if this is quite right, but I think I can have all these emotions and feelings. Like, because there's some, I'm not as kind as I would like to think. I have to say that. I am not as kind as I would like to think. Like, the things that I think and the things that I feel, not all of them, some of them. Some of my thoughts and some of my feelings are not good. Like, I would never, ever, 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 ever wish him harm. And I would never, ever, ever, ever wish the people around him harm. Logically. But, and I know, like, the thoughts and the feelings that I'm having, I don't actually want to come true, except for a little bit of me. Just because that bit of me is super selfish. And I'm crossing, thank you very much. And I don't know why I just crossed, because I have to cross back on the other side of the street. But, yeah, so, blah, blah, blah. Awareness. So I think in learning to surrender, that it is allowed to have these thoughts and feelings like, I don't wanna. But at the same time I want to, because I don't want to feel like this anymore. But I don't want to let it go. But I am. So this is the thing. The thoughts and the feelings all over the place. Most of them uncomfortable. All of them uncomfortable. Let's just be honest. Every single one of them is uncomfortable in one way or another. I am honestly, parts of me, some of my thoughts and some of my feelings are very vindictive. And I'm not a fan. Yeah. But, you know, if anything were to happen, I'd feel really awful about it. And I'd be like, I didn't want that. But I know nothing's going to happen because this is just the way it's supposed to be. This is the way it's supposed to be. That's another thing. I know this is the way it's supposed to be. I know that. 100%. You're supposed to stop at a crosswalk. Cool. Yeah. And you didn't even, like, you couldn't even go. Whatever. That's a low-hanging fruit, isn't it? So yeah, the chakra class with Robin has ended, but we're meeting it like every other week, basically, because the group that was in it loves each other, and we want to continue to learn. So I'm not quite sure what you would call the class. It's pretty awesome. We're doing archetypes now, and they're fascinating. But I want to continue to go with letting go, because that was a big subject that we talked about last night as well. So one of the things that I did the other day, and I kind of talked about this, was I woke up and I was just like, almost immediately I just started bawling my eyes out, crying, and basically, I mean, like, honestly, praying very hard. But the prayer was, I don't want to let him go. I don't want to let it go. I don't want to. I don't want this to be happening. I don't want this to be the truth. I don't want it. I don't want it. Over and over again. Crying and literally screaming. Like, again, the pillow thing. I never do the pillow thing because the pillow thing never really felt the need to scream. But even if I did, the pillow thing makes me feel like I'm suffocating, so I'm not going to do that. But a towel, I screamed into a folded up towel for a long time as it was coming out. The thing is, like, as I was doing that, I was still, at the same time, I was releasing. I wasn't refusing. I was just saying I don't want it. And it was releasing, and it continued to release as I was doing this, especially when I screamed. Like, it was like this thing that came up, and as it came up, I screamed because it was so painful. But I had to let it go, right? And later on, you know, and I felt energy being lifted off of me. You know, I felt it. It wasn't like a pouring out, but it was a gentle, soft, light energy that was being. So it was kind of streaming out of my chest as I laid down, like, you know, kind of folded over as it came out. It came off out of my heart. And I could feel it at the time, and I was aware of it at the time. And obviously it's not all gone, but it took something away. And I can't say I feel much better, but I'm sure things are gonna line up soon. And then I also said, you know, I saw that message on Facebook when I opened it that said, I have heard your prayer, I have seen your tears, I will certainly heal you. Which, I mean, the universe works so obviously, it's so amazing. And yet, I'm not grateful for it, which is a discussion that we had last night. I want to be grateful. I'm not quite sure why. But we talked about it. It's my victim. My victim archetype. My victim archetype is fucking with me. Is it my victim? I'll have to think about that later. Either way, oh, that's not a nice noise. That's another negative noise. So anyway, the point is that while I was screaming and crying, I don't want to, which is a protest, right? I was still able to let go. A little. Right? I still felt the energy coming off, and I was screaming. And later on, I was thinking, you know, well, during that time, I was also thinking, like, I'm screaming and crying like a little child, but I am, like a little child, but I am letting it go. Like, I am obeying. That's a patriarchal word for you. I am surrendering. I am surrendering, even though I don't want to. And then later on, like this morning, I was thinking, you know what? No, last night, I was thinking, you know what? Like, the reason I was crying and screaming like that is because something Michael Singer said, if it's stored with pain, it will be released with pain. And that's what was happening. And as I release this, I don't want to release it. As I release this, I'm going to be releasing a lot more. A lot of other stuff that's blocked. And I'm grateful for that. Oh, but it hurts right here. And it makes me want to scream and cry. Which you can't really do in public. But I'd like to. That would be bad though. So, yeah. So my thought is that as long as you are surrendering, whatever thoughts and feelings you're having are okay, right? It's not like I could do anything about it anyway. There's nothing I could do. 100% completely out of my control, which is not a fun thing. We don't like that at all. There's Bernie feelings, not Bernie Sanders, but burning feelings in my areas. Fourth and fifth chakras that are burning. Anyway, I just wanted to share that idea that you can still have these thoughts where you don't want to let go and you're kind of protesting it and screaming and crying and wailing against it, but you do it anyway. I think that's okay. I think that's a good thing. I mean, like Michael Singer says, you can't stop your thoughts and feelings. You can only just like shift your focus off of them, right? It's hard to focus on anything else right now, but I am aware of them. And I'm aware that they're not me. I'm still working on having my consciousness, like sensing. I don't know if this makes sense, but sensing where my consciousness ends and my feelings begin. But I'm definitely getting the feelings. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. And again, like these things happen for a reason, and I don't wanna. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't. But it's happening anyway. So it doesn't really matter what I want. So I'm gonna do my best to relax and release. I am going to relax and release. Do my best is like cheating. It's giving me a way out, or the permission to hang on a little bit longer. I am relaxing and releasing, even though I'm having these negative thoughts and feelings. Painful, uncomfortable thoughts and feelings. But I know it's for a reason. The universe is working quite obviously. She's being very good to me. Very good to me. Which is really nice. Forgot another mask. Anyway, it's my thought that even if you don't feel it, you can at least realize this potential. Because I do, I'm grateful. You know, I know that I can feel it more strongly. But I am grateful, and I'll be more grateful in the future, I'm sure. I know I will. I know in the future this is going to be like, there was so much emotion for nothing. Like, not for nothing, but like, so much protestation, you know, over something that ends up being so good. So I know that. But right now, I don't know that. Anyway, I can be grateful for that. So, I'm going to remind you all, no matter what's going on, you can always choose to have a grateful day.